moving on, we have a video by Sydney Watson that I want to react to. Rachel Zegler's downfall, I believe. Eh, come on. Eh. With a woman as big as a house, yes, sir. The bigger the figure, the better. Lucker, the better. Lucker, the better. That's not actually pertinent in this video. It's just a song. I believe it's from Igor. Yeah. Why Rachel Zegler's downfall is so satisfying. This is Sydney Watson's kind of an interesting lady. Kind of a emo ADHD girl. That's kind of how she comes off. And I'm not for sure. In her bio, it says she's a doctor, but I'm not for sure if that's true or not. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a weird thing to just put in there for. All right, here we go.
If we're being real, this was to be expected.
Sorry, sorry. I will rewind that.
I'm a narcissist. If we're being real, this was
Hmm. To be fair, just saying, Satan wasn't an atheist. He was a narcissist. Okay,
to be expected.
kind of. It feels like narcissism is one of the most twisted mindsets you can get. So there's a weird thing about the notion of God. You could argue in kind of like a twofold type of problem. In an objective sense, God is the most powerful being in the universe, right? The most powerful entity in the universe. Right. I think most people have that type of thing in their mind. They might not call it God, but they have that idea in their mind. But on a personal level, God is perhaps just the highest authority to which your soul answers, which again most people have. But if your highest authority is yourself, it can really twist the way you see the world around you, and you can fill up the night with your own demons. Um, in that case, it maybe has to do. I don't know if it would have to do with an overestimation of your own abilities, or I don't know. It's just a really twisted mindset.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell.
Hmm.
And as per
I
usual,
told you.
before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by.
I sorry. It's kind of abstract, but yeah, just think she comes off as a kind of an ADHD emo chick. I like this though.
Theme.
I should get one.
Also, as you all know, I am going on tour in October doing a fun show and almost real life video, if you will, for you all. Link in the description if you want to buy tickets. But as part of that, we have been working on some tour specific merch, so it will be exclusive at the shows. And I think the initial concepts are kind of funny, and I think you'll
Mm,
like them, so I wanted to show you.
I'm putting on my smart person glasses now. My computer glasses. Yo, feel my IQ raising as
Okay, I know I already have Hell Gondola merch on my website for those of you who think we're in a boat, but for those of you who think we're in the like Hell Air Gondola, this is what I've come up with for.
hmm. Yeah, I didn't even. I kind of forgot these things were called gondolas, like the ski resort things. Those are technically gondolas as well. I was thinking, yeah, like an actual like an Italian thing in Venice, like that type of gondola,
You. Then there is this one that we thought would be really cool
like that.
on a jacket, and here is me as your Hell Gondolier. Hell Gondolier.
Here's a question: what does emo mean? I should look that up sometime. I think it's like goth, which she kind of looks like a goth, and hell stuff. So that too.
Gondola boat steerer person. Anyway, if you come to a show, there will 100% be tour exclusive merch. So these are just some of the concepts. I thought you'd find them funny. But as I said, link in the description. If you want to come, there will be tickets. Come see me. Come hang out. Let's do the video. So
Never mind.
over the years, obviously, Hollywood has had a bunch of actors and actresses who have been very strongly disliked, whether they deserved it or not, for a long time.
This is something like I think that. I think in an ideal world, actors and actresses are kind of non-entities. You think of them in terms of the roles that they've played, not who they are, not their opinions on any given thing. I mean, who cares about artists' opinions on things? I think I remember one artist who, really screwed things up, in fact, so we don't trust them anymore. But like it seems like if they're really, again, in an ideal world, you think about so and so, you should think, oh yeah, he played in that one movie. He was really good in that one movie. Not, oh yeah, he said that America sucked and that we should give the land back to the BIPOC individuals or whatever. I'm gonna purposely misuse it. I was thinking it'd be funny to just purposely misuse that word. I think like, I think I kind of know what it means, like black, indigenous, something, something. I might purposely misuse that just as a meme.
It was Brie Larson that
That was super BIPOC.
people really, really hated. I did my stunts because I thought that that's what everyone did, and
Because
then
Tom Cruise, I mean.
no, I'll be the first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you
Ooh.
very much.
Wow.
Then it was Ezra Miller.
I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man.
Then it
Hmm. There's a genocide.
was every woman in the female-only Ghostbusters, and I currently strongly dislike
Oh,
Pedro
oh, that is unsettling.
Pascal. Stop trying to make Pedro happen. It's not going to happen. But
You want to take your communication to the next level, whether you're running a business or just starting out, Grammarly has you covered. Grammarly isn't just a spelling or
for a
Winners don't do drugs, and that's what AI is. Okay.
very long time, it seems that nobody has quite
Now,
captured
I can understand how it'd be helpful, especially in certain situations, but I don't like the notion of it. I think in some cases, like the flaws are what make things unique to some extent. So, like the whole notion of taking all of that out, just making kind of a making literature kind of this homogenous, perfect stuff.
the public's
And
disdain, like our girl Rachel Zegler. Weird, weird. Zegler's career started out bright and hopeful, as you would probably expect.
she is a good singer. I will give her that. She can.
And although she was only a teenager when she landed her first role, she was believed to be on a path to superstardom. But in the eyes of a lot of
If she could just keep her mouth shut, yeah, maybe she would have been.
viewers, her success has been relatively short lived, maybe even destroyed, and strangely, this was done by none other than Rachel Zegler herself. There is something very interesting to me about people who basically nuke their own success trajectory. At this point, she sort of feels like the poster child for it. What's really interesting is that Zegler's fall from grace has been a
Mm.
very
She might be a case study in why reparations wouldn't be the greatest of ideas. Like you can give people a lot of opportunities, and sometimes they'll still screw it up. But like I think mm, it just seems like you have to have people who want to do it. And the thing is, the problem with that is like if people want to do it, they will probably do it on their own. They will make their situation in life materially better. Now you can help them by giving them a leg up, which is a good thing. I'm not going to say it isn't. And I think it's good to help people in need, certainly. But like again, like if there's just this en masse, let's make the poor people rich. Well, some of those poor people are poor because they maybe lack the self-restraint or the wherewithal to be anything but.
satisfying watch for plenty of people. And it isn't because she isn't talented, although I personally don't love her singing or acting, but that's just me. Some people really do, and that's great for them. It's
Here's completely unrelated to this. It just occurred to me the other day, like what the word MAGA meant. It's like, the movement's been around forever. Well, I say forever, like since Donald Trump's presidential runs. I don't know when, but it never occurred to me to like think what that meant. It just was hearing the word and like, oh yeah, it's a Trump movement. Now, make America great again. Okay, I figured it out. I cracked the code.
because she cannot seem to
Big brain.
stop herself from directly degrading her fans. alienating people with polarizing political statements, and insulting the original works of the adaptations that she's been in. Across the board, I might add. Rachel Zegler's career
Maybe she's tried singing the criticism. That would help.
launched when, at 17, she landed the role of Maria in Steven Spielberg's 2021 adaptation of West Side Story. I am potentially ashamed to admit that I know absolutely
I'll
every
keep that one on
song
the old.
in this musical. Sometimes I just walk around my house clicking. Isla, get out of the way of my clicking!
Want restaurant quality meals that actually support your wellness goals? Factors.
Try factor.
First, we offer overnight boarding. Your
Mother
guest
of
will stay
pearl.
overnight in your sitter's home and not only be treated like part of the family.
There we go.
This performance was reasonably.
You ever like? Here's a question:
Get out of the way of my clicking!
have you ever looked at like older hairstyles and thought just like what the Harry were they thinking of? I guess I don't know. But okay, so there's the perms at one point. That was a really unfortunate thing. Like I guess it works for some people if you're black and a dude, but like I just some hairstyles you just think what was that? But there's no accounting for taste, I suppose. People are probably gonna look back at us and well, at least they're gonna look at some parts of our civilization and think, what the Harry were you guys thinking?
This performance was reasonably well received and even earned her a Golden Globe. People were excited about her. Comment sections of old interviews and appearances from around this time are largely supportive. But then, her interviews showed that she was seeing the world and her works through a bizarre, woke, progressive lens. This was showcased in one interview from 2021 where she critiqued.
I feel like when actors are in Hollywood, it's kind of hard to tell what's them and what's just what they're supposed to say. Like, how much of what actors say should you actually take seriously as like actual genuine opinions? But she, like, for the record, she does seem like she's very much leaning into some of the stuff she says. Like, it's not just a talking point, perhaps in her case. I don't know. But again, maybe she would. She's an actress. Maybe she would seem like she was genuine.
The West Side Story's racial dynamics, blaming white people
To
for
be
the.
fair, though, I don't know if she's that good of an actress that she could make it. Again, she comes off as like a very very into the whole bit, if indeed it is a bit.
The main conflicts in the plot. Full disclosure, I have not seen the new West Side Story, and honestly, I'm probably not going to because, like most things today, I will probably hate it. But I have to say that as far as the original goes, it wasn't. I mean, like, yes, it included things about ethnic dynamics between the warring groups, but that wasn't the primary focus. That was just how they were able to modernize it.
I like the word ethnic actually. That's what I'm going to use. No, okay, so I do actually remember from this Everybody Loves Raymond episode where he was just it's kind of a nice word to describe stuff. Like I think Raymond's brother, whatever his name is, was really getting into black culture, and some lady was remarking that he was acting very ethnic.
It's Romeo and
Kind of a nice vague type of thing. But it feels like depending on the context, you could very easily like make it work to get your point across.
Juliet. That's the story. That's the basis of it. I don't want to get stuck in the weeds here, but my god. I'm sorry, an analysis of West Side Story is obviously not part of this video at all, but this is on the bright side how all of you find out that I was at one time a giant theater nerd. Anyway, in one clip, she calls the Sharks, the rival gang of the Jets in this new version of West Side Story, a rainbow of the Latino community, and then struggles to
All
name
right, we'll watch a little bit more, but then
what constitutes Latino diversity.
The Sharks are a rainbow.
okay. Here's something: Latino versus Hispanic. I'm not for sure exactly what the difference there. Which one is broader? I think a lot of people use them interchangeably, but Hispanic,
Latino.
I, for sure. Okay, so would Latino may actually be the broader category? Hispanic would. Almost seem like it'd have a root word of Spanish in there somewhere.
community. We have Afro Latinos. We have light skinned Latinos. We have Latinos from Puerto Rico.
I have to say
It's
this here
amazing.
too,
I'm pretty sure that was put on.
because this is a theme in many of Rachel Zegler's interviews. And those of you who are actually Latin or have Latin roots will have to tell me if this is normal. But
I'm gonna look this up. Latino versus Hispanic. No one uses Latinx. Hispanic refers to people, cultures, or origins related to Spanish-speaking countries, while Latino refers to people, cultures, or origins from Latin America. Okay. I don't know if I trust. I'm gonna try to find an actual source here because I don't know if I trust the whatchamthing AI. Latin America. So Latin America is an American thing. Hispanic just means Spanish. I guess. Eh, come on. Let me get into the other part. Latino. Hispanic generally is accepted as a narrow term that includes people only from Spanish-speaking Latin America. So it's also American, but it's only from Latin or from Spanish-speaking stuff. So Brazil would be out, and some of the ones that are Portuguese.
she's American. Rachel Zegler
It's kind of weird. Like Portugal didn't get like a lot of countries, but they got the real biggest one, Brazil, I think.
is American and she speaks English. She does not speak Spanish and she certainly doesn't speak it fluently.
I can speak like a teeny bit, just enough that you probably shouldn't insult me when I'm around, because I might understand it.
I looked it up. So, for the life of me, I don't understand why she's insisting on pronouncing Spanish words and names with a Spanish accent that she doesn't have in a language that she doesn't speak.
Puerto Rican Maria, Latino, Latina Maria.
And maybe I'm wrong
Maria.
here. Maybe I'm being a nitpicky butthole, but I think it sounds forced and weird. It'd be like if I
Pretentious.
was talking to someone and every time, I had to say a French word, I said it in a French accent. It's awkward. Yes, I have also been to and lived in France. No, please, I would love a croissant. I'm not gonna lie, I would actually love to shout fromage at people. I think that would be a lot of fun. Anyway,
All
getting
right.
back.
Yeah, check this video if you want to. Check Sydney Watson out if you want to. Really funny lady, at least in my experience, and generally pretty good takes, I think. I guess I don't know entirely, but